How are you guys? This is Priscilla Batzell. I'm in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Fluid Art Studio. This is a 10 by 10 inch canvas that I've just finished putting a little bit of black around my edges. And I'm going to put a little bit on each side. This is mead and black. It's the blackest black I know. It is on my Amazon link. The bottle's a little bit of a challenge, but so I'm figuring I'm going to pull that right toward the center. This is my OXO omelet turning flip and fold spatula. You've heard about this a million times if you've been here before. It is the best paint spreading tool I know of. And I'm fairly well scraping the canvas and it's not showing any canvas, so that's pretty much proof right there. So I've got some mother of pearl because I'm low on Chantilly lace and I don't want to use it, and I've got new colors from Colourarte that I want to try. I just unboxed yesterday and started to mix them. Gonna wipe that off. You know what? I need a second to put some water. Oh, it's still kind of damp, but not damp enough. Studio rag. I keep it in a bowl like so with a pile of rags in there. I actually have a dish turned upside down in there so I don't have to fill the bowl. And they'll stick out the top. So I'm going to use the mother of pearl. All the way around my gap. And probably down the center. I don't think there's anything exact needs to happen. I do see that I left a little bit of canvas showing. I don't imagine most of it will be showing after I'm done though. Get that out of here. Take a little black paint. Cover that indiscretion. Alright, so what are my new colors? My new favorite color is Rouge Violet, and it is a Vivid Intense. It's mixed with Vivid Intense, it's mixed with Vivid Polypore and Jasmine Gloss Varnish and GAC 800. So I'm going to go back a little ways to some Miami Magenta, which is a Prizm pour. I am not sure what I'm doing yet. I've got a new blue, and it is a Vivid Intense. It's called Titan Light Blue. Oopsie, I dribbled. These are colors I want to use actually in a landscape at some point in time. This is Frosted Berry. This isn't new. I don't think I should actually be doing such a magnificent job of being even all over the place. This is Indigo Violet. This is a Prizm pour. This is one of the new, this is Viola Blue. This is a Vivid Intense. And I added Blingit blue sparkle to it because I wanted to. Oh, that was a cat hair. Cat hair on the breeze. Now I've got Water Lily, which is an ultra metallic from Prizm Pour. Helps if you take the top off. wondering if there's a teal missing. And I have one. Yes, I have a vivid, intense teal with a little bit of Paynes gray, which is another vivid intense that's new, and some golden diamonds, which is a primary element. I'm not confident yet. I see the color I was supposed to put in there instead. I'm going to use some of this sour lemon with, whoa. I've started to add a little bit of distilled water to my paint mixes, which is a problem because I forget to shake them, because usually if I use them 2 days in a row, I don't have that issue. That's the color I wanted. I might wind up with some green out of this, I suspect. I don't think I can have too much of that. I hope I'm right. At some point in time, I always expect there to be some mixing that is not the most comfortable thing in the world, but so far I've been very fortunate. This is saffron. I wasn't going to add this, but I am going to. And if I'm clean with my swipes, and I've just about filled up all my gaps, I'm wondering if maybe I can sneak a little bit of the jasmine in I was going to resist, but I don't want to ever resist. Jasmine's my standby go-to rescue everything favorite. Now all my gaps are filled and my colors are beautiful. And I used pretty much everything I wanted to use with the possible exception of gold. And I put the gold where? There it is. It's a big bottle. The gold is a Blingit Golden Maple. And I've never tried to put it on last over everything, and I'm kind of looking forward to trying it. Now, I need to grab a small spatula, and I'm going to try and do what there's a cobweb on my spatula. That's weird. Get this black out of here. And I was going to use white, but I'm going to use black. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead. I've got I've got Atelier Rich Gold. I want to try it. I'll try it on one end first. I don't usually use small containers, but in this case, that's what it's in, so that's what I'll do. Just going to let it fill the palette knife right to the edge. Because I think I figured out the wrong side. Alright, I may change my tool of choice. There does seem to be enough paint, but I'm not sure what it's going to do. Am I going to get some cells? Looks like I might. Well, if I don't, I don't. So let's put another one of those in on the other side, going in the other direction. Let it fill the palette knife. Yep, I'm getting some cells, but they're kind of strange cells. Oh, I don't want to do that. I want to do this. My black paint might be a little damp still on my edges. I'm getting cells and I'm excited. I did go back. It wasn't working that great, the combination I had, but I went back and added a little bit more Australian Floetrol to make it work. Alright, now I'm going to try something else. I'm going to try my small palette knife with some black. And I really want to use something else with it. But I'm not sure what that something else would be, so I'm just going to try this. And we'll figure out as time goes on. I want to do a slow push all the way to the edge. I'm not sure that was a good idea. I may tip this. There's a very good chance I'll tip this. I'm going to grab a scrape dish. Any residuals that I have that I don't immediately have a use for go in the dish, and then if I need something to cover my edges, that's what I'll do. Let's try that again. Alright, so I want the right hand side and I seem to have a layer of water from my, I'm going to wipe that off, from my damp rag. It was a lot less than just damp. Well, that's a little better. I might be able to blow into this and bring some cells about. I'm thinking I like the black, so I'm probably just going to finish by going, well, I say finish, but you can't trust me. Until I'm done, I'm not done. I may not actually. I'm going to throw this palette knife in the bucket because I don't think it's my favorite tool. I'm going to wipe off the one I was using. Stick with what's working for me better. I'm liking the cells I'm getting. So I need to go. This style of swiping requires pushing a wave of paint in front of you. And I was going to use the white, but I still am resistant. And I don't use an insubstantial amount of black paint, but I'm not filling the whole edge of the spatula either. I want that to come over here. I think by moving slow, I have a chance to not. I went in the wrong direction. Wow. Okay. Dyslexia just took me out. Maybe we'll do that on the other side and it'll look good. I can hope so. I can't believe I did that. Well, yeah, I kind of can. It'll be alright. I'll think of something to do about it. Okay, so I want right hand edge. I wish I were ambidextrous. Swiping would be so much easier sometimes. Alright, well that's interesting. It's different. It's not what I intended, but it's still pretty cool. Where is a skewer? I think a skewer might help me with my quest. I seem to have moved them all away. There's always a skewer here. There's one. Question is, what will I do with it? Maybe nothing. Let's grab. That's a basting brush that's had all of the rows except for one taken away. I've got 3 minutes left before my timer shuts off. Forced to be more creative. Might turn out really cool. Luck of the draw. I'm going to use some of the paint from my dish just to fill in a little bit. A couple times, in fact. I'm not 100% on this yet, but I'm still having a good time, so I'm not complaining either. I made a mistake, and I'm unwilling to fail. If I have an opportunity to change my fate, I will always do so. Just using the scrapings. So I've only got this one place left. Not counting this other place. Or this place. Do I have enough? There. Very close. Lots of great texture. I've got 1 minute to tell you guys whatever I'm going to tell you, which is, I love you! I hope you come again. I post pretty much 7 days a week still. I tried 5, it didn't work. Right at the moment, you can find out when I'm posting by looking at my community board for tomorrow's, to see what tomorrow's video might bring. You can leave me a comment. I appreciate your comments. They boost my morale. I really do. This is actually pretty neat. I never did get to tip, but I do use GAC 800 by Golden in all of my paint mixtures. And even though I made a mistake, I think I made it work. I pressed the wrong app. Of course I did. Come on. It's important to try not to drop my phone in the painting too. Well, I think it makes it quite outstandingly different because I made that mistake. And I learned that might not be the end of the world. Alright, you guys take care of each other, take care of yourselves. Everything's under the video. Look in the description for